Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, Internet. This is episode 41 of the Nerd After Dark podcast. This week we have Alan and Jay and Josh. God damn you, Jay.
Josh didn't say anything either, so fuck off.
Yeah, but he wasn't next in line.
It's
the
true.
line goes clockwise, you
Yeah.
fucking moron.
Yeah, I guess.
Fucking somebody got off the short bus today. Jesus.
You made me think of that short bus joke, but never mind.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it, because you were mentioning that earlier.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. I'm not going to go into that.
Yeah. It's a pretty good story,
Not on
though.
this show. I'm back, by the way. Don't worry.
Jay's back.
Thank
He's
God.
back from the...
I escaped Tennessee.
He did escape Tennessee.
Yeah, Dolly Parton had me as a captive, but I'm back.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I was
Never
gonna
go
say,
to Dollywood, by the way.
I was gonna say you went to Partonwood, and then
Yeah, I went to Partonwood.
that's the only thing.
It
I
sounds
think
like an
of when-
academy. Partonwood Academy.
Sounds like a sex academy.
Yeah. Sounds. I don't know. You have porn on the mind, apparently. But anyway, I was in Dollywood.
No, wood.
Yeah. Okay.
Wood is dick. Jay.
Okay.
In case
All
you've
right.
never heard a joke about dicks before, in case you skipped middle school.
Yeah, I skipped middle school. What's middle school?
Fucking egghead over here. It's too good for Dick Wood jokes.
Yeah. Too high class. Anyways,
Highbrow. Is it already asleep?
There you go.
Oh, it was asleep.
when I was in Dollywood, I went to this little like pizzeria area. You know, pizzeria area.
Yeah, of Tennessee, of course. So
Of
you know.
course. So, you know.
You went to Little Italy
So
of Tennessee.
I got a paper plate with a small pizza on it, but I opted to get a stromboli instead of a pizza, and I realized that the $2 extra for the stromboli meant that they folded the pizza in half for me. That's all I got
Yeah, they're
for my
like...
$2. They were like,
I imagine the owner of the restaurant didn't know what that was, but
No,
someone
this
had
was
come
in
from-
Dollywood. I'm
Yeah.
still pissed at Dolly Parton personally for that shit. I feel like she was back there and told them to do that.
Wait. You paid just $2?
$2 extra.
Yeah, $2 more than a pizza for them to fold it over
How much was
for
the
him.
pizza?
You know, like $30,000.
30,000
So it was $30,002.
Yeah, I'm in debt.
Oh, okay.
over
Anyways.
a pizza. I imagine that the person was like, I don't know how to make a stromboli. Do you know how to make a stromboli? And some hick was like, yeah, them damn strombolis, that's just a pizza folded over on itself. That's it. And then they folded the pizza over and they were like, passed it out to you.
Jesus.
Just turn a pizza into a Hot Pocket. Bam, stromboli. It was so shitty. And then there was this one roller coaster. Also, I've never really been on a roller coaster before that weekend because
It's
I'm
sad
kind
for
of
you.
afraid of them. But anyway, I went on this one, and as we were going up, like, the incline, it was just creaking heavily. And we were in the back, and I was like, we're totally going to drop off. We're going to fucking die.
Was it wooden?
I'm going to die in fucking Dollywood.
No, please.
Was
What?
it wooden?
No, I wouldn't go on that one.
So it was metal?
Yeah,
And
but
it was creaking?
Yeah, it was...
That's not good.
It's not good at all. I knew that. I was like, I don't think this is part of the ride. It also kind of stopped at one point, and I was like, ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, it stops just before it drops you. Kyo, please, get your claws out of my leg. Oh, that hurts.
No, this is before it reached the top to actually drop us. It just kind of stopped for a second. I was like,
That's the chain.
Yeah, it drops off the chain. And
Yeah,
then you have
I-
a second of momentum, and then you drop.
I was unhappy with it. Actually, it ended up being my favorite roller coaster after I rode it 3 times, but
Ow. Man,
first time was scary.
Goliath. It's my favorite roller coaster.
I
I've
don't
never been to
remember
Six
that
Flags.
What?
I don't remember that one.
At Dollywood or at Six Flags?
Six Flags.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I've never been
Goliath
inside
and
of Dollywood.
Neither have I, thank God.
Goliath is the biggest one. It goes over. You can see it from the parking
we go
lot
on
when
that
you're
one?
walking in. I did. I've been on it several times.
I don't remember.
I don't know if you rode it. I have. I've ridden it many
The
times.
last time I went there was when we went with Nasha and Jared.
Yeah, we definitely rode it because we were talking about the Geico. That may have been one of the ones. I remember there were a bunch of rides where you're like, I'm
Was
not
it the
riding that, and
Georgia
you just stood
Scorcher
alone.
that was out of service that day or something?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, then yeah, we did ride the Goliath. Okay.
That's the biggest one where you get the humps, where you get the
Yeah.
weightlessness for a few seconds at the end.
That and I think the Batman
Or a
one.
part of a second anyway. No, we rode Batman.
Oh.
But anyway, enough about local news. Or local stories anyway, I guess. Local theme parks.
I also tried what is apparently the current world's hottest hot sauce, and like one drop on a chip and my mouth was on fucking fire. He was like, yeah, that's pure stupidity. You basically just ate military grade pepper spray. I was like, oh.
I've never gotten a thing with like hot stuff. Like I like fire sauce from Taco Bell, but it actually has flavor. I don't understand the
I
shit
put
that's
Tabasco
so
on, like,
hot
everything.
it just burns your mouth.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
there's
like,
no point.
There's
It's
no
just
flavor,
something to
then what's
say
the
you
point?
did.
Yeah.
But this
See, I don't do
this
that.
big motherfucker came in after me, like big tough guy, and he was pretty much crying after he tried it. And then after he walked out, the owner's all like, "Oh, I knew that guy was a big old pussy when he walked in." Just going on and on about it. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
You know what that guy was? He was just a big old
Muscly pussy.
Yeah.
have you ever
like
seen
that
that
big
Zach
fat pussy.
Galifianakis
What?
comedy short? Have you ever seen that Zach Galifianakis like stand-up thing that he did where I think it's the one where he's at the piano the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh shit,
He
I
was-
saw that.
Yeah, where he was telling a story about how he went camping. It was him and his friend, and some redneck rolls by in a truck, and he's like, 2 pussies. I imagine that was the same guy.
I can only watch so much Zach Galifianakis because I just get angry with him.
Why?
I don't like him.
Oh. I don't mind him. He's alright.
He's very funny. I just don't like him.
Oh, okay.
I find him funny.
You just hate Zach Galifianakis.
Now,
He has an amazing
I don't
beard,
hate him.
though.
now the candidate
Was
was awful. I mean, it had its moments, but
You mean the campaign?
sure, whatever.
Yeah, the campaign. That's what
Yeah.
you're talking
I don't
about.
know.
Anyway, so IMDb released their top 10 movies of 2014, and unfortunately, I just went back from the list. Anyway, so they have, and which I'm sure a lot of these we haven't even fucking seen because we just don't make a lot of time for movies for whatever reason. But they have Interstellar at number 1.
Ugh.
Haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. Apparently, it's very good, but you know,
Matthew McConaughey won't watch it.
really,
Yep.
why?
Hate him.
Why?
I don't know. Can't stand his
He's
voice.
Josh's Zach Galifianakis.
He's a decent actor, though.
Yeah, but he talks like this.
Not in everything, though.
fucking everything I've ever seen him in.
He sounds like a hip Bill Clinton.
He's a more relevant Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Number 2, they have Boyhood.
Oh my
Never heard of
god.
That was,
It was
a really
so good.
that movie and the story behind the movie made the movie even better.
My god, one of my favorite movies ever, and I just saw it this year.
Yeah, it was so good. The way that they did that movie, it's about, it's a coming of age story, but they actually followed a kid like from his
I think it
childhood
was
to his
8 to
teenage
18,
years.
I believe.
What?
I believe it was 8 to 18.
Yeah. They followed this kid for 10 years and filmed him. And Ethan Hawke was like his dad, and the kid turned out looking like exactly like Ethan Hawke. That was like a 10-year gamble on making this movie.
Yeah.
It took them 10 years to make a movie. And it
Yeah,
was
they really did
good.
look related.
Yeah. It was really well made.
It was
Long as
such
fuck
a
movie,
good
though.
fucking
God damn.
movie.
I felt like there was a little bit they could have cut from it.
Yeah,
like
there
2
was,
years worth.
There was
No.
no point where I was just like, oh, this movie is dragging on. Like I was very into the movie.
Yeah.
Was
There were a few scenes where I got bored. I don't remember what they were because I haven't seen that in forever. And it was one night after I had already edited a podcast because I didn't know how long it was. So I was up until like 7:30 in the morning watching that movie.
Jesus.
So
Yeah, it
I
was
just wanted
so
to go to
good.
sleep.
That's when I just call it quits. I'm like, I'll finish the rest tomorrow.
Or no, I never did that.
What's number 3?
Number 3 is Gone Girl.
Gone Girl.
Didn't see it.
Nope, didn't see it.
It was really fucked up.
Yeah, I heard it was fucked up. That's all I heard about it.
Yeah.
And then Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, finally, one that I've seen.
That was I mean, I liked it. Fuck you guys. I know you're going to bitch about how long it took to start.
It wasn't
It was just
nearly
setting
as
it up.
bad as Big Hero 6.
God, no.
I like that one too.
I liked Guardians of the Galaxy a lot more than Big Hero 6.
Yup.
And
I did too.
then the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Ooh, yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, it was.
Bought
I,
that one
wish I
on
had seen
Blu-ray
that.
as soon as I could.
I had forgotten that came out this year. It was so
Oh, yeah, me
it was
too.
so far early in the year that I had
Yeah.
already forgotten. I had thought it came out like last
I really
year.
wish I had seen it.
I
I'm
have the
probably gonna go watch it
Blu-ray
at some point. Oh, okay.
if you want to borrow it.
Yeah.
But I need, PSG back first.
Okay.
PSG.
Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt.
Oh. It's good anime. X-Men Days of Future Past.
You know, I can't get into X-Men. Like, it could be the greatest movie ever, and I'm still, it's like, it was good.
I can't do it either. I watched the first movie and the second movie, and the second movie was so bad to me that it just burned the entire series.
But
I was like, I
not-
can't watch this
It's
anymore.
not X-Men's fault. I just don't give a shit about X-Men.
Yeah.
Like, they can make an amazing movie. I just don't care.
See, I'm that way about comic books just in general, though. Because I haven't seen, like, any... Like, the last comic movie I saw was Iron Man 3.
Are you sure it wasn't Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh, yeah, I
'Cause that's a
forgot.
comic book as well.
It's just a less... I'm talking about main franchise, not
Oh.
Guardians of the Galaxy, like they're...
It has a pretty big following. It's just not a huge mainstream following.
Yeah. And, JD, please, what are you doing? No. Anyway, and then after that, something called The Raid 2. I don't know what it is.
Mark's been going on and on about that shit.
Has he?
On and fucking on. He's like, greatest action movie ever, yada yada yada. I'm Mark. That's exactly how he said it, by the way.
Is that how he ends all his statements?
Well,
See-
like, some people aren't going to get this, but like,
Mark is an interesting character when it comes to movies because he hasn't seen classics like Star Wars.
no.
I want to say
He
like
likes
Star
to
Wars. I'm
see.
sure
He
he's
likes
seen
to
that.
see the weirdest, most
Yeah.
stupid movies ever. Like, just he watches movies just because they're innovative,
Yeah.
and
Oh, so he
usually
probably
that-
loved Gravity for the cinematography.
I don't know.
no, he just likes.
No, he likes to go see the movies that no one knows about, no
Oh.
one's ever going to see
Les
because they're not
Moustaches.
going to get popular. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
Like random things.
that's how he is with concerts too. He just goes to concerts to go
Yeah,
to concerts.
just to go. I can't be. I don't have the money to waste on that kind of shit and fucking go see a shitty fucking band. That's not an enjoyable time to me. If I haven't heard their music, I probably don't want to go see them. How to Train Your Dragon 2.
I liked it.
I never saw it. I never even saw the first one.
It was better than the first
First
one.
one was good.
The second one was pretty touching. I won't lie.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Never saw that one either.
They had to. I was under the impression that that movie did so shittily that they changed the name of it. But I think it's because they wanted to make sequels. Because now it's
Yeah.
called Live, Die, Repeat.
What?
Is that
it's
why?
the title of the book.
My God, I was so confused about that because
Yeah.
someone was saying there was some whatever that guy's name is.
Tom Cruise?
That's it. Movie where he dies and he has to repeat the day over and over again, and I'm like, that's Edge of Tomorrow, and I looked it up and it wasn't that. It said like
No,
live. Die-
you're thinking
yeah,
of
live-
Bill
it's
Murray,
Live, Die,
and that's
Repeat.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, it's Live, Die, Repeat now. Released, but
I
in
didn't see
theaters
it
it was Edge of Tomorrow.
Just because it was Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I don't
But
think
people
he's an
told me it
especially
was
good
really
actor.
good.
See, he did
So-
Oblivion, a movie. I think that was that this year or last year?
I believe that was last.
Fuck that movie.
Yeah, it sucked dick.
It was so
Never
bad.
The
saw it.
ending just didn't make any fucking sense. Like the
It was
ending was
such a
just
bad movie.
stupid.
Well, that's not his fault. He's not a writer.
He chose the role. He read the script and was like, "I will do this movie."
You know how pissed I was
It's
that
his
Morgan
fault.
Freeman was in there for absolutely no reason.
I
He
know.
contributed nothing to
I
the
know.
story.
Yeah,
Absolutely
it
nothing.
was just
He
a
was
giant
there-
30-minute waste of time. He was there to make money. That
Yeah.
was it.
He was just there to promote the trailer, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
They were
much.
just like, hey, let's add 20% to our budget just so we can get Morgan Freeman.
Mm-hmm.
And then apparently, The Fault in Our Stars is number 10, rounding out their list. I don't know
Really?
why. Yeah. I
Okay,
don't
so
know
is
why.
this critical stuff or is this all just...
It says IMDb top movies of 2014.
So it factors in, I guess, normal moviegoers and critics, then I believe.
I think so.
Fault in Our Stars, I actually watched, not by my own choice, of course. And it's like a cliche fighting cliches. It's really annoying and hypocritical.
Which is kind of sad because it's written by someone that I watch on YouTube. But have you ever seen the Vlog Brothers on YouTube?
John Green.
Yeah, John
Yeah.
Green wrote that book that they turned into a
Same
movie.
with Paper Town or Paper Towns.
Yeah, they're working on it now. He's been filming a lot of stuff on set that they upload to Vlog Brothers. But they also organize VidCon, which is like a huge YouTube convention out in California.
VidCon's getting really big.
It is because they were like, Hank was talking about how they're like, all right, well, we're doing the same number of tickets. We're not going to let it get any bigger, at least this year. So we have a limited number of tickets, and once they go on sale, you have a chance to get your ticket, and that's it. We're cutting it off. So I don't know why they're choosing to do that, but apparently that's their new choice. I thought it was really weird because it's just a
It
chance
is kind
to
of
like,
strange.
yeah. I mean, it's just a chance to like make more money, and I don't know.
They're probably not in it for the money.
I mean, I assume it's more like there are too many people. Like, it's supposed to be more of like a social event. Like, that's where you can go to meet the people you watch on YouTube all the time. So I guess it was just getting too big for anyone to be able to meet anyone. So
Oh,
I don't know.
it's possible.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. But, you know, it's getting to be a pretty big convention. But now they've stopped their growth, apparently. And then we'll go ahead and go over the top 3 movies of the weekend. And we had Exodus leading at 24.5 million, Mockingjay at 13.2 million, and then Penguins at 7.3 million.
Penguins.
Penguins. Penguins. Penguins. Poor Benedict Cumberbatch. Can't pronounce penguins, apparently. So, according to Box Office Mojo, The Hobbits opened internationally. You want to guess how much money it made this weekend?
80.
More.
More than 80? Shit.
95.
130.
Not that much. 117.5 million
Fucking
this
hell.
weekend.
Gosh.
Although it's speculated, I tried to look up budget numbers on, I couldn't find them. They're not on Box Office, and I just had to Google and try to find them.
Jesus.
The nearest I could find was their budget. Like, someone was speculating that their budget was approved for 285 million. Like, that was their limit. I don't know what they actually got to.
I don't know.
But yeah, if they spent 285 on it, they made half of that in the international open.
That seems really rare. Like, you always see domestic and then you see international, and it's like nowhere close to
Yeah.
to what it makes here.
I don't know. Maybe it was some deal because they filmed it internationally.
I feel pretty bad for people that work at movie theaters.
Yeah, sucks to be them.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
Do they?
Yeah, they know what kind of job they have.
No. I was also looking at Mockingjay to
Yeah.
see how much money it had made altogether.
Jesus.
You want to make a stab at that guess?
Not really.
$611 million.
I wasn't anywhere close to that. I was going to say 550.
Yeah, and they only spent 125 million on that movie.
I think they made a pretty good profit.
Yeah, I think there are going to be more books and more movies, or at least more movies. Maybe they'll do spin-offs or something.
I wonder if Jennifer Lawrence is going to stay relevant. Like, if she's going to end up being just, a well-known actress well into her 50s and 60s, or if she's just going to become irrelevant.
I don't
You mean
know.
like
She's
Lohan?
talking about, like, when she's done.
Not like Lohan, no.
She was talking about with some talk show host about how when this next movie comes out, like after she's done promoting it and everything, she's just going off the grid. She's just done. She said she's going to go off the grid for a while and just not talk to anybody for a while. Just escape
Honestly,
Hollywood.
I would do that too if I got paid as much as she did.
Yeah. So,
You would go off the grid the second you got the chance.
yeah,
I
you
would go off the grid as soon as
Halfway through the
that
first
money
movie. The second you
touched
got
my
the
hand.
check, you'd be like, bye.
So for the top grossing movies of the year domestically, Mockingjay is already caught up to Guardians. Well, not already. They're about 60 million out from Guardians of the Galaxy, but they've only been open for 3 weeks.
Damn.
And Guardians of the Galaxy is pretty much out of theaters now.
I think it might actually top Guardians.
It'll be close because we only have 2 weeks left in the year, but we'll see. Because, I don't know. I still want to see it, kind of. I kind of want to just wait for part 2 to come out because I don't care. I read the books. I know what happens. I don't need to watch it.
That's what I decided.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch half a fucking movie. I'm going to watch both parts 1 and 2 when they are available.
Yeah. Because I don't know. I would really like to see a spin-off of them doing Woody Harrelson's Hunger Games.
I would kind of like to see that.
You know, obviously not Woody Harrelson because he was a kid, but you know.
No, I think they could make that work.
Yeah, as big as CG is getting to stay, they'll just CG tiny Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, tiny, balding Woody Harrelson.
No, even better. Just hire a kid and just dub over his voice with Woody Harrelson.
I almost said Woodle Harrison.
Woodle Harrison.
Woodles. Woodle.
That sounds like one of those parody Twitter accounts.
Yeah, there probably is one. So earlier this week, the owner of Grumpy Cat came out and said how much money she's made off of Grumpy Cat in the past 2 years. She's made $99 million
How?
in 2 years off Grumpy Cat. Have you seen all the Grumpy Cat shit that's out there?
No.
Grumpy Cat has a fucking movie.
I know about the movie. I don't know about anything else.
There's all
I didn't even know there was a movie.
merchandise. Oh yeah, you weren't here last week. I was like, we talked about it last week, asshole.
Yeah,
you
I
weren't
listened
here.
to the first 5 minutes, then I was like, I'm not in this. Fuck it.
You're such a fucking prick.
Yeah, I'm cynical.
I said prick.
That's
cynical.
That's so much money for a fucking cat.
Oh yeah, that cat has made her life. Like that is like generations, even not even just her life, generations. Like
Yeah.
that family for like at least the next two generations.
Why can't our cat be that fucking grumpy?
You mean why can't our cat have an underbite?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stupid.
You can just fuck up its
Cat.
jaw, but I feel like PETA's gonna be pissed about it.
Fucked up, man. I could crush my cat's jaw to make $100 million. That's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
I feel like it would happen somewhere though. I feel like that's a thing that would happen.
Yeah.
What's that show that we like to watch on YouTube? It's about an animated cat.
Being Puppy Cat? I don't know.
No.
Oh no, you're talking about Simon's cat.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that last one was fucking funny.
Yeah, he's making a movie. I think that's a clip from the movie.
Oh, really?
He had like a whole
Nice.
Indiegogo thing.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't feel like donating to it. It already got its goal and everything, and I didn't care that much. I was like, eventually it'll be released and I'll watch it. Although, he was talking about how he's not going to like hold it. It's not one of those things you have to buy. He's like, it's completely free. I just needed funding to make the movie. That's it. And he's still releasing it completely free.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know how long it's going to be, but it's a whole like, I feel like I would get bored of that though. Because like, there's
I
no
don't know.
audio. Or I mean, there's not no audio, but it's mostly sounds of Simon's cat. It's just like purring and yawning and meowing.
I don't know, unless he does something different with it.
Yeah, I mean, if they actually did like a storyboard and shit, maybe it would work. I don't know. I'd have to see it, but I feel like it would, because most things that are like Aqua Teen Hunger Force, they made an entire season in like a couple of months, so it was not very good. Because they're just, I mean, I feel like it's just that they're not used to making that scale of content, so it would just overwhelm them. And they wrote a bad movie because that movie, it had its parts, but like
I
at
don't
the
think
end
I've
there, it
ever seen
completely
that
fell
movie.
apart.
Ever.
Really? I Netflixed it.
I liked the
Back
TV
when,
show, and I think it needed to stay at like 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, that
What,
was
Aqua
why.
Teen Hunger Force?
Yes.
See, I watched one episode, and the first episode I saw was the one where Fry started murdering people, like his neighbor and shit. And I think I was 12 or 11, and I was kind of creeped out, so I was done with it. That ended that for me.
That show was fucking hilarious.
The show has some really good episodes.
Like
Some really good. That was how I found out about MC Chris.
Yep,
So
me too. Yeah.
I think that's how a lot of people found out about MC Chris. But still, it was very funny. His character.
That was
awesome.
one of the weirder shows I've seen on Adult Swim. That and Assy McGee.
No, fuck
Josh
that
hates
show.
that show. It's
Fucking
got some
hate
funny
that show.
parts.
That was so weird.
It's got some funny parts. So, there's a company, a fashion company that's Lamborghini that's not related to the car company. They're making a phone, and it's like all like leather, and it's got steel in the phone, like in the exterior of the phone. That phone is gonna be $6,000.
Nope. No, thank you.
So wait, they're not affiliated at all with the car company?
No, it's just
There
named
hasn't
after
been-
the same
There's
person.
been no issues there, or...
Well,
No,
it's two
it's a fa-
completely
it's a-
different products.
Yeah.
That's true, but Lamborghini makes a lot of, from what I understand, actually it might be Ferrari. One of
No,
them
you're
makes a lot
thinking
of
of
jewelry
Ferrari.
and clothing.
Ferrari and Porsche do that.
Yeah.
They have Porsche pins. They got Ferrari pins.
It's like that asshole that
All
drives
kinds of
around here in his Tesla wearing his Tesla jacket. Like a fuck.
That guy's such a badass. I really want to be his friend.
You know he's not. He's like a 45-year-old accountant or something that thinks he's cool as shit.
I don't care. He is cool as shit. He owns a Tesla.
That
Owning
is
a
true.
Tesla makes you cool as shit.
I
It
remember
doesn't
you-
matter if you're an
I
asshole. It makes
remember
you cool as
talking to you
shit.
and you were like, yeah, can You want to go up to him and ask if you can pay him like $5 to go for like a ride around
Yeah.
the block.
Yeah. I was like, I would totally pay that guy to let me ride in his Tesla because that's so fucking awesome. It's so cool. God, I want a Tesla. I'm really considering. I really, really want to get that the consumer model when they come out with it.
Oh yeah. How much is that supposed to be? 40?
Yeah, it's supposed to be around 40 grand, so not unaffordable to average people anyway.
Yeah.
So you know how the the UK put out that ban on all those different kinds of porn last week?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
So I don't have the list with me because I assumed everybody knew about it, but the UK banned like 10 different kinds of porn, like
Dungeon.
no,
Shizer.
no, it's like
Did you say 10 different kinds of porn?
yeah, it was like 10
I
different kinds of
couldn't
porn.
name 10 different kinds of porn.
It was like
It's
it
just
was-
made up shit like, no
I
lollipop
remember
porn.
I remember at the top of the list was female ejaculation and like fisting, face sitting.
Sounds like they have a problem with lesbians.
I don't remember. I can't remember. Someone will have to look up the whole list, but Josh looked up the
Bukkake.
whole list.
Okay, fine.
Just Google
Bukkake.
UK bans porn. It should be a news article from this week or last week. But there was a protest in front of Parliament of 24 pairs of face-sitting people who, that's what, I don't know.
What does that mean? Were they face sitting there? Or
I don't
Or
know
do
if they
they
were
face sit
naked.
regularly?
I don't know if they were naked or whatever.
I just want to know
read
if
the
they were
article.
face
and
sitting
said-
while they were protesting, or if they're regular face sitters that were just complaining.
I
As
want to say they were
face-sitting
doing it like
citizens.
fully clothed so they didn't get arrested, but that they were doing it in front of Parliament because people are really fucking upset. People like their porn, man. You try and take their porn, you're
But
you're
I
asking
don't
for trouble.
understand why only those things.
Why only face sitting? Because I don't think you can get a woman to go out and fucking female ejaculate all over Parliament. That's why.
No, I don't mean.
Or
I
fist.
mean, why were those the types of porn that were banned?
Oh, it was things that the UK had banned as dangerous.
Okay.
I mean,
here
I
we
can
go.
see where face sitting could be dangerous.
Josh has the thing, the list.
The new regulations require that video on demand online porn now adhere to the same guidelines laid out for DVD sex shop type porn by the British Board of Film Censors. It's all right. Spanking, caning. I have no idea what caning is.
You should beat the shit
I'm
out of
just going
someone
to
with a
assume
cane.
that that's like spanking, but using a stick.
I guess aggressive whipping, penetration by any object associated with violence.
What is that? So that could be anything then.
I mean, that could be a rock.
A rock. That's
I mean,
a
you
common
could stone
occurrence.
people to death.
It just depends on what you consider violent. If you consider penis as violent, then you can't have any heteros. You can't just have normal sex.
Physical or verbal abuse, regardless of if consensual.
Verbal? Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot about that. I was like, that's ridiculous.
You're a respectable young lady. Like, I don't understand.
Urolagnia, nah. Water sports.
Did you say water sport?
Water sports.
Here,
I'll show you the word. I don't know how to pronounce it, so there it is.
Anyway, wasting enough
Oh,
time on
well,
that blank space on
so
the track.
basically urination.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Role playing as non-adults. Physical restraint.
I feel like that's fucked up. Why would you roleplay as non-adult? That's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I kind of agree with that one. That's the only one so far where I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah. What
That
are you
one's
gonna?
creepy.
Oh wait. Well, I guess that's like the schoolgirl thing.
Then I guess some of the violent ones, but
Well, I guess you could say you were an 18-year-old schoolgirl. Meh.
yeah,
Well,
but
yeah.
I mean, I assume they're just trying to prevent like adults from putting on diapers and
Yeah,
dry
I
humping.
guess so.
I don't know.
I mean, old people wear diapers, Jay. Don't be discriminatory.
Yeah, old people are like fucking old babies, basically.
Yeah, you
Babies and
start
old
out
people
as
are
a
the
baby,
same.
then you return
Yeah,
back
dust
to baby
to dust.
form. Yeah.
Physical restraint, humiliation, female ejaculation, strangulation.
Wait, I just had
Couldn't
an
just
idea.
being naked on camera
Wait.
be considered humiliation?
I
have
just
so
had an
many
idea. Josh, will
questions.
you look this up and see if it exists?
Oh
I want
god.
to know if something exists, because Jay said the dust to dust thing. I want to see if Asses to Asses, Bust to Bust is an adult film.
Face sitting and fisting. Done. All right.
Yeah, we went over this. It's fine.
I can
Asses
see
to
fisting being an issue.
asses.
Yeah. I mean,
Bust to bust.
I want to know if that's a thing. That's immediately where my mind went. So I want to know.
First
if it
thing that
exists.
comes up is Urban Dictionary. Bust ass. Bust to
You want me to read it?
to bust ass is to fart.
No, that's called blowing ass. Busting your ass is when you fall.
But if used as a possessive, it means to work hard.
Oh yeah, I was busting my ass at work today.
Yeah.
I was shitting my pants
I
at
thought
work
it was
all
gonna
day.
be something really weird.
It's here we go. A fat ass that will make you bust fat nuts. Natural boobs.
That's as funny as it would have been if I were 12. Like
Jesus.
that part of my humor has not changed since like middle school.
Oh, bust lust part 2.
Fuck.
No, like when I was in high school, I had weight training, and I was like the only freshman in weight training, and so it was me and a bunch of like juniors and seniors, and they would always like they figured out, I don't remember what it was. One of them said something one day, any genital, I would just literally like crack the fuck up. So this one kid would walk up to me and just be like, vagina, and I would just be inconsolable for like the next 3 minutes. I don't know why it was so goddamn funny to me, but oh god, it was awful. I did fart on that kid once though. He was
weird.
He was spotting me for squats, and I squatted and I farted on him. It was hilarious. Everyone else
And-
thought it was hilarious anyway.
Since we're talking about porn, my
not
last
talking about
purchase on
farts.
Farting porn. I don't know.
my last purchase on
Sure,
Amazon is it's a bumper sticker magnet that says I heart gay porn. Because I was going to say this earlier, I plan on putting it on the back of Mark's car
Oh.
and taking a picture of it and seeing how long it will take him to notice. Because I feel like it'll be like a month.
You know where Mike lives, right? He's going to die. He lives where a little fictional show called Squidbillies is based.
Yeah, I know.
So he lives there.
Well, as
Do you
long
want
as,
Mark to die?
Look, I can live with him getting the shit beat out of him. Like, but
No,
I
they
can't.
don't.
I
they
don't
don't
think
beat
he'll
the
die.
shit out of up there. They will kill him.
Dies from that area. Never mind. Let's not go into this.
But I forgot who it was. Someone was telling me they got lost in that area one time, and like someone literally pulled a gun on him and was like, "Yeah, you went down the wrong road. You turn around and you go back where you came from."
That was some angry person.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was either, but I was like, "Yeah."
I remember them being angry about it.
Yeah, I would have been angry too.
See, I thought it was Josh, but obviously it wasn't Josh.
No.
By the way, Asses to Asses, Bust to Bust, Kindle edition by Elizabeth Rose, Sam Sharp, Sky Blue, John Presick as the editor.
I feel like those are all fake names.
I want you to know the
It's a
Kindle
collection of
edition was the funniest thing you
39
could say after that.
irreverent and hilarious essays, including 9 brand spanking new and never
Gross.
before seen missives dealing with our readership's favorite topics: casual sex, fanny play, and long, hard, stiff ones.
You say fanny play?
That's what it
I
says.
guess that's ass play. I didn't get it at first. That seems like a really old school term to me. I haven't heard fanny in like 1,000 years.
It
That's
ranks
weird.
1,531,877th on Amazon.
I'm
in
not
book
surprised,
sales.
but I still kind of want to read it.
Text to speech is available.
That can be our new coffee table book.
It's
for every show.
$4.74, marked down from $4.99.
Can you get a physical copy of it?
Doesn't look like it,
Oh well.
but it's the Kindle edition. I mean, there
Yeah.
might actually be one that
Yeah.
exists.
Anyway, to move on from all of that, one of the first topics that we ever covered on Nerd After Dark was the Google Balloon Internet Project Balloon or
Oh,
Project
yeah.
Balloon Project Loon, and they've now recruited some French, essentially NASA people, but NASA in France. They've I
France.
can't remember what their acronym was, but yeah, it's essentially the
I don't
same
know,
thing.
something.
Space program people to help
Oui.
them. So that plan's finally in motion. and I thought it was really interesting. I was like, I remember when we covered that back in the beginning, not the
Yeah,
beginning,
It was a while ago.
midway through 2013, I guess. That was a long time ago that we first talked about that story.
Do you mean Toma and Jay talked about it?
No, I don't mean any of
No,
that because nothing
fuck
of
off.
that. No, there's no record of any of that.
It's been purged
It's gone.
forever.
Like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
I still have it, but no one's ever gonna hear it. Do you guys have any stories? That was the last of my
I was
stories.
gonna look up, try to see if I could find this again, but someone had a headline of, "Is Sony kickstarting this $125 smart lock?" I'm like, I don't know, are they? And I just never clicked on it, but I was trying to find that one again because it kind of sounded interesting.
Yeah. I really want a smart lock for our house. Oh yeah, by the way, anyone who might still be around, we are moving next week, so this will be the last podcast in this location if you happen to watch the video version of the podcast.
Say goodbye to this house because we're burning it down.
No, we're not.
Asses to asses.
Bust to
Bust
bust.
to bust.
That's my new favorite saying. I don't care what that book says. I thought of it all on my own.
Sure, whatever.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
did.
Just like that crazy lady somewhere in America said that J.K. Rowling stole the term muggle from her locally published book.
I mean, it's not impossible that J.K. Rowling had scouts that went out to find the best
Absolutely
words,
not.
but
But
it's not likely.
I think there were only like 60 books,
Oh.
and they were all distributed within a 5-mile radius of the print shop. So, yeah, I'm going to go with no on that one.
I didn't know there were local publishers like that. Still, I didn't know that
I'm
was a
sure she
thing.
just went to a fucking Kinko's.
That's still a thing. Is Kinko still a thing?
I don't know.
I feel like
Is
they're
it
not a
Kinko?
company
Yeah, I
anymore.
think it's Kinko's by FedEx or something.
Oh, okay, so they got bought out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they got bought out a while ago.
Man, our security system's gonna be here sometime this week. It's gonna be awesome.
It better be
Can't-
fucking awesome.
I can't wait to set that thing up. It's wireless. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. So convenient.
Mm-hmm.
No drilling new holes in our brand new walls or anything. So a lot of stuff came out, like a new DLC dropped for Destiny this week, so a lot of people are talking about it again. God, I'm so disappointed in that game. So disappointed. It was, I want to say it was
I mean,
Bungie that made that, right?
was it Bungie or was it 343?
No, 343 doesn't
No, it
handle
was
stuff
Bungie.
now.
You're right.
Yeah.
It was Bungie.
No, Bungie, like, I'm so disappointed in them. After making, like, I guess they just got stuck in the same train of thought as Halo, and they're like, we have to make all this money again. Because they went through, like, this whole thing with their music composer, who they fired after he had worked for them for, like, pretty much the entire time the company's been established. And I guess they had creative differences, and he's like, yeah, I'm not doing it that way. I'm going to keep doing things my way. And they're like, okay, you're fired, and you don't get any of your benefits. So he went to court, and they're like, yeah, you have to give him his benefits.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a whole, like, I don't know what the hell's going on inside that company, but they're just money centric now. They're not about games anymore.
They got the taste from Microsoft, and
Yeah,
I don't know.
because they released Destiny, then it leaks that Destiny 2 is already in production, while they're still releasing DLC for Destiny 1.
Doesn't that game have like a 6 or 7 year plan?
I want to say it's like a 10-year plan between the trilogy
Yeah.
of Destiny 1, 2, and 3.
It's just being replenished by DLC every.
Which, I mean, even the
so
DLC, there's barely any story, and then once the DLC doesn't add anything to the story, so I mean, I just lost faith in Bungie. I won't be purchasing another Destiny product. So
Yeah, I almost bought Destiny, but I watched a few of the gameplay videos and I was pretty disappointed.
yeah,
It just doesn't look very
I do
good.
like the honest trailers of Destiny. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
yeah,
I sat down and watched all honest trailers that day. I'm like, these are actually really good.
yeah. They are. They're really good. That one
'Cause-
guy who does the voice is really
yeah,
funny too.
because Smosh was smart, and they got the actual guy that does. Can't remember
I don't know. I don't know what you're on about.
his other channel.
Whose other channel?
That guy's.
Are you talking about Jeremy from CinemaSins?
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, they're not the same people though.
Why?
They've channel swapped before. Like they've done the Honest Trailer guy did a CinemaSin and Jeremy did an Honest Trailer.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm very
I
sure.
don't think so.
Well,
I
you're
think you're
wrong.
full of shit.
No, you're full of shit. You shit filler. Anyway,
God damn it, Jay.
It was
Jay.
the cat.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it was the cat that rang a bicycle
Also, is
bell.
that a
You
tick
fuck.
collar?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of
And
gross.
no,
It's a
they're
flea
called
collar.
a flea collar.
Oh.
As long as you don't shove your fingers in your mouth, you'll be fine.
I
Yeah.
have a question. This is gonna sound weird. I've never heard of a person getting fleas before. Is that a thing?
Yes, that is a thing.
Yeah, people can't fleas.
Hmm.
Was it fucking kid from Charlie Brown? Fucking Pigpen? He had fleas, man.
Yeah,
Did
Pig.
you
Yeah.
ever see that motherfucker? He had
I'm
fleas.
just gonna move her out of the way then.
She doesn't have fleas now.
Yeah, well,
That's what the flea collar's for.
Yeah.
I'm just good.
She's
on
had it
that.
for a
Also,
week.
you can
They're all
see them.
gone.
They're not microscopic.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh my god.
The
I don't know
little
anything
brown-
about
Fucking
fleas.
privileged people over
What am
here.
I, a
Jesus.
Labrador Retriever? Fuck.
Fucking don't know what fleas are over here.
Do you know what lice is? Have you ever seen those?
Not in my hair.
Well, I don't think many people see lice in their own hair. It's pretty difficult. I
Well,
imagine
you can
it
see the
takes
little dead
multiple
ones
mirrors.
in your bed.
I don't know.
guess
The
that's
only
true.
time I heard anything about lice really was when I was in kindergarten. Like one kid in my class got lice, and everyone was freaking out.
Did he
Yeah,
have
I always
lice or
heard
just
scares,
ate
but I never
mouse?
had it.
Nah, don't worry about
Did
it.
he have the Asian country in his?
Nah,
or-
don't worry
yeah,
about it.
The singular of lice? No, he did not. He had plural lice.
He had multiple armies of lice on his head.
Yeah. He had battalions
Or
They're
Matas
moving
even.
in, they're moving in formation.
marching,
Damn you, Q.
speaking
Claws on my thigh,
Korean.
move it. That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, man.
Also, speaking of Korean, the fucking
Sony.
Sony leak.
Yeah, that's
Jesus
what made me think of it.
Christ.
The government has proved that it wasn't Korea, but you know, it was definitely North Korea. They're really upset about the interview. Like really upset about it. So I'm interested to see how the box office totals move along. I saw an article earlier, I didn't read it, but I saw a headline that said Sony was attacking torrents for posting the movie. I don't know exactly what they meant by
For
that.
what movie?
They've pre-released Annie and Night at the Museum, as far as I know. That it may have come out with more by now. Also, they leaked some information, emails in our office emails, about a possible new cartoon Mario movie, or animated Mario movie. I guess it's not necessarily
You ever
a
see the
cartoon.
live action one?
Yeah, it was bad.
Everyone has seen that. Everyone fucking hates that. Do
There was
not
an-
make another live action Mario.
There was an
movie.
interview with the actor that portrayed Mario, and like every question was just a shot at that movie. Like,
Didn't he die recently?
I think
Or was
so.
it the guy who played Luigi? One of them died recently.
Who cares?
I was really upset about it. He voiced Tails in something, so I was partially hurt by it.
Oh.
Tails is the best.
You're like a one-man Miles Prower fan club.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think anyone else likes him.
No, I found I've seen sad fan boards before where it's like a whole Tails club or whatever. It's pretty sad. Also, speaking of Sonic, the Game Grumps are playing through Sonic Boom right now, and it's pretty
Mhm.
fucking funny. That game is so fucked. Like,
I saw a
it's
little
so
bit.
broken.
I saw a little bit of that particular first episode,
Yeah.
and why the fuck was that game released?
Because they wanted
It's
money.
a fucking broken ass game.
Yeah. There was something, it was really funny. They opened one of the episodes and they're like, hey, I have a special message for you. And it was just like a wall. And then he emerges from the wall and he's like, I'm Knuckles. It was so funny. But yeah. So Casey started listening to our podcast.
Oh shit. Sorry, Casey.
But
Oh yeah, how's his channel doing? Have you heard anything about it?
I don't know. I don't keep up with his subscriber
No.
count.
I think you
I was
said
just
this
curious.
channel. I was like, last time I checked,
Man, I don't give a
our,
shit about this
most
channel.
recent video had 0 views. So
Yeah, so
bad.
Nah, we had 20 views on the last podcast and 4 views on my Let's Play.
Oh, that's good.
Or at least my first Let's Play the other day, by the way.
Oh, all by yourself.
I did.
What
all
an
by
asshole.
myself. I did. I played the Game of Thrones game.
Oh,
You're
okay.
not caught up on the story,
I know.
which it's really between seasons 3 and 4, so I don't think you'd be. I don't think it spoils too much, but
That would spoil a lot.
why have you not seen season 3 yet?
Half of it. No, a quarter.
Oh my god, you're a fucking fool,
You need
dude.
to catch up. I binge watched that
Just
show.
watch it.
I can't. I don't have Habo
Hobo.
You have the Blu-ray.
of season 3. Oh, yeah, I do.
I know you do.
Oh, but while we're on the subject of binge watching TV shows, I watched The Devil is a Part-Timer
Was it good?
all in one day.
It's an anime.
Yeah, it is an anime. Yes, it was good. You should watch it.
One of
Although,
the Japanese cartoons.
I will admit, it's one of those where the Japanese team has decided to translate the foreign language, but for some reason Funimation decided not to.
No, interesting.
So anytime that they talk in the foreign language, you have to not go to English closed captions. You have to go to the full English translation
Oh, interesting.
in the audio options
Mhm.
and click it on, because that's straight from the Japanese script.
Oh,
So you know exactly what they're saying, and it really pisses me off that Funimation did not dub the foreign language parts. It doesn't make any sense.
yeah.
Speaking of anime, I've been watching Yamada's First Time.
B got a
Fucking
HK.
B got a HK, Yamada's First Time. Yes, that is fantastic. I love
It's
that
very
show.
funny.
Out of curiosity, because I couldn't figure out what it meant. What is B got HK?
I don't
No
know.
idea.
Fucking look it up.
Okay.
Yeah, look it
I'm
up.
not gonna look it up. I was just wondering.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I've wanted the same thing for about 2 years now.
Yeah.
the
Still don't know.
the first
I was just
episode
hoping you knew.
of The Devil is a Part-Timer, it's mostly just him in his demon realm before he goes off somewhere.
Yeah.
And half the fucking episode is them talking in their native language, and it's like, it's not Japanese, it's not English, it's just a made-up fucking language,
just
and there's
nothing.
no subtitles. What the fuck, Funimation?
It's so sad.
I was completely lost for that entire first episode. I need to go back and watch it again just so I know what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah. Speaking of binge watching, I know the show's like 6 years old, but I watched both seasons of Jericho in like a week or half a week.
Why?
Our boss is always on about it, so I went and
Is it
watched
any good? Yeah.
I mean, the story is semi-interesting, but the way that they shoot, like the cinematography kind of upsets me.
No.
Because like there will be just sudden shifts in time, but the same events are happening, but it's obviously shot like at night, and it's something else happened at the day, but it's the same event. And I was like, how is the same event happening at day at night at the same time? This doesn't make any fucking sense. And I know I'm just reading too closely into it and being a critical asshole, but it just bugs the hell out of me.
I started binge watching a show called Lilyhammer.
Why?
I don't know what that is. Never
It's
heard of it.
actually really good. It's actually a Norwegian show, but it stars Steven Van Zandt, who was one of the actors for The Sopranos.
Mm,
It's like a witness protection movie. It's like a crime comedy. It's kind of funny.
I don't know.
It's worth watching. I don't know. He is like he was the perfect person to be casted to play anyone in the mafia,
Oh,
just because of his like angry face.
because of his angry face.
Well, he's also a guitarist for Springsteen.
Oh yeah.
So
So before the podcast tonight, I was watching. There's some K-Rock, some California radio show. They do some concert every year, and they've been doing it for like 25 years. It's like the Almost Acoustic Concert Festival, something, I don't know. Anyway, they had a couple of good bands on there. Modest Mouse was on there. They were fucking awesome live.
you said Float On was actually like
Yeah, like I
Pretty good,
assumed when they played Float On, I assumed they had played that song like 10 billion times and they didn't want to do it, so they were just gonna drone on. Man, Isaac Rock was getting down on some Float On, man. It was crazy.
Honestly, that's... Besides Sad Sappy Sucker, anything on that album, Float On is one of their worst songs. I hate Float On.
I enjoyed it the first time I heard it. Well,
It's
the
a good
first
song.
1,000 times I
the
heard
first
it.
1,000 times I heard it was awesome, and I still enjoy it to an extent. I just don't listen to it. Like, I'll purposely skip the song, but I don't mind hearing it. It's not gonna fucking kill me. I don't think it's an awful song.
It
Just
gets
overplayed.
played
It's
not
way.
their best
Oh
song.
yeah, it's definitely
Yeah,
overplayed.
it's not a bad song.
I like it. I just don't like it as much as I used to.
I've come to hate it.
Fucking hipster over there. I hate Fire It Up for its misinterpretation, though.
Yeah, that song's so fucking catchy.
It is. It's a good song.
That in Florida.
It's a good song, too. I think Kyo's purring so loudly it's going to come across on the
I
audio.
think so because I can
if
hear
you,
her from here.
If you hear a some sort of random noise, it's the cat purring. And if you're watching the video podcast, Kyo. But
No, it's just gonna make it worse.
it's going to be funny, though, for me. Because I'm the one who has to listen and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Kyo, where are you going? I thought she was going to
Oh, yeah.
fall.
B got a HK. No one knows what it means.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything, apparently.
Well, B gotta means blood type B, but they never specifically say what her
Oh.
blood type is.
It's true, because that seems
I
pretty
was reading up
irrelevant.
on it. There's a lot of theories as to what the fuck that means. Because
Oh.
H.
Wait, B gotta means type B?
B gotta.
Well, I know. I mean, this is like a key point of the show. Her bra size is B.
Yeah, I know. People
So I
have
guess,
theorized
I guess
that
that's
it's,
a reference to that. What's
Yeah.
HK?
H. People think it stands for hentai, which means pervert in Japanese. I don't know. I didn't get to the
The
K.
K is just a K. It's just hanging out.
Yeah, I don't know what that
You know,
is.
I've always wondered, and maybe they change. I really need to find somebody who lives in Japan and ask them. But like, you know how we have like the names, like I don't know if they change the names when they come over here, but like, you know, DBZ for example, Gohan is like rice or something. Like a lot of the names in DBZ are like food. So if they're the same in Japan, do they just think that those people like, is it just like rice?
Yeah, pretty much.
So
Because if that's their word for it, then yeah, that's what they think of. It would be like you saying carrot instead of kakarat.
yeah, I just thought it was really weird. Like if they
Yeah.
have the
Carrot!
same names, what if we did that here and we were like mashed potatoes?
Yeah.
You would definitely have to be mashed potatoes.
That was what I thought of when I thought anger, so that was what happened. But I really need to ask somebody who lives in Japan or has lived in Japan or is familiar with their culture.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's as good a stopping point as any. What time are we at over there?
We're at like 50 minutes,
Okay. I guess that's good a time as any to cut,
including.
unless you guys have any other stories. Yeah, including all the stuff I've cut. It should cut down to like 45 minutes. It'll be fine.
No, I think that was it. The Sony thing, and one of you already mentioned the Super Mario movie.
Yeah.
Bastards. They had another one, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, the Marvel,
It wasn't a movie. It was
Marvel
something else.
tried to get Spider-Man. That was another thing that came out in the leaks.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Marvel tried. Sony pretty much gave them the double finger, told them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
So,
Well, apparently Sony's gonna be making a Venom movie.
oh, are they?
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
meh.
I think they have to make a movie every so many years,
Yeah, to keep it.
or
Mhm.
Yeah.
they.
So now they're doing all this stuff. They're like ramping up production
Yeah.
on Spider-Man stuff.
I think it's every 8 years, or else they lose Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Well, that was why they rebooted it so soon.
Yeah.
But apparently, people fucking hate it. Apparently, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was a fucking flop at the box office.
I didn't like that movie.
I didn't watch it. I liked the first one though. The first Amazing Spider-Man.
That one
thought
was,
it was
good.
way
it was
better than the
so
Tobey
much better
Maguire
than
one.
the other ones.
I mean, I guess just comparing it to the Tobey Maguire ones, it was so much better.
Who knows? I mean, since they have to keep making these movies, maybe eventually they'll get the formula right, and we'll get
Yeah.
like
I
the
know.
perfect.
Spider-Man's like a notch above X-Men for me. I still don't really care.
Spider-Man's awesome.
See, those
In the
universes
comics.
are so big. I just can't even be bothered to try
Oh, yeah.
and scratch the surface of learning anything about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll like watch
could
what they
see
put
that.
in a movie, like Spider-Man. I'll watch the movie. I'm not gonna learn any more than that because I am not gonna dive into the 10 billion comic books they've
Yeah,
produced
exactly.
over the past 700
Spider-Man.
years.
He sounds interesting. Yeah, he was released back in the 60s. Here's all the essential volumes, so you don't have to go out and pay millions of dollars for these rare comics.
Yeah, and that's like a palette.
Yeah, it really
Stacked
is. It's
from
a
floor to
shit
ceiling.
ton. Yeah, it's decades worth of comics.
Yeah.
It's very daunting.
Well, I mean, depending on which version of Spider-Man you want to read up on, they have,
Obviously not
volumes for
Spider-Man
it.
2099 because that fucking
Yeah.
sucked dick.
Ultimate Spider-Man I don't really like either.
I would just stick with the Amazing Spider-Man
It's really the best
or the
story.
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Did you hear about the Suicide Squad movie?
Yeah,
I don't even know
Jared
what that is.
Leto playing the Joker.
yeah.
It's fucking weird to me.
Jay
I don't
Leno.
know.
Jared
Yeah.
Leto. Yes.
I don't know
Jay
who either of
fucking
those
Leto.
people
Jay
are.
Leno is gonna play the Joker.
Who's
He
Jared
could, though.
Leno?
Hey, Batman.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I really thought that a Joker movie, like a Joker Origins movie, would be really interesting.
No.
Nope.
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 Why not?
That ruins the character. He's
Why does
supposed to
that
have
ruin the
some
character?
mystery behind him.
Nobody knows his background. That's
There's-
what makes that character so awesome.
I think it was The Man Who Laughs was like Joker's origin story, and it was interesting, but it still didn't really cover everything. Like, I mean, the oldest possible origin of him is just him essentially falling into a vat of toxic waste.
Fine.
Yeah,
How about a
I-
Joker movie then? Just a Joker movie. No Batman. Just Joker. Like
See, I feel
either
He's
versus
dead.
other. No,
Heath Ledger's
He's
dead.
not dead. Heath Ledger is dead. The character is not dead.
I just feel like
Him versus the other supervillains, or him versus a different superhero.
I like the Joker's origin just being left up to the imagination.
I would like a Joker Origins movie. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, I think it would be very interesting and probably really good, but I think it would ruin the character.
I feel like they might touch on that a little bit in Suicide Squad, though. I'm hoping that instead of doing that, they just touch on Harley Quinn's origin, which the Joker's involved in.
I hate the voice of her for like the cartoons.
The high-pitched,
So
whiny
yeah.
nanny voice.
Mr. J.
Oh,
Ugh,
God, yeah. I hate
It's
that.
the worst.
It's pretty terrible.
Ugh.
The worst was in, God, which fucking series was it?
I don't know.
It was
Dude.
the 2000-something series. It was the
Batman
absolute
Beyond.
worst voice ever.
Batman Beyond was such a bad show.
Yeah,
God, that
it
was
was
awful.
really fucking bad.
It was just terribly written. Like I tried to watch
It
it.
was like
It was,
I referred to it
Brave
as
and the
nightclub
Bold.
Batman.
I prefer Batman's Static Shock.
I'm sorry, what?
Static Shock was such a bad show too.
Static Shock was fucking terrible.
It sucked.
Bang babies.
Never saw Bang Babies. That sounds like a really creepy porno.
No, that's weird. How do you associate babies with porn?
You said Bang
Anyways,
Babies. You're fucking
no,
sick.
calm down. Anyways, Static Shock, the super beings or whatever were referred to as bang babies in the show. That's the only thing I remember.
I don't think so.
I don't
Then
know.
it tied
I think
into
you're
Justice League somehow.
I don't think I watched that much of it to know that much. I watched it, knew I didn't like it.
I was
and
kind of
then
obsessed
stopped.
with Justice League.
Really? I
fucking
couldn't
loved
get into that. I really just can't get into superhero things like that well at all.
Comic books were part of my
It's just-
misspent youth.
It's just not that appealing to me.
Comic book, yay.
Mhm.
I don't know. I read Watchmen. That was fantastic.
Eh.
No?
I don't know. I
You
never
didn't like
watched
it?
the movie.
Well, you can go fuck off.
People
so it
were
doesn't
always
fucking
like,
matter.
"Oh, you gotta watch this movie." So I was like,
Yeah.
"I'm never watching that movie." I have a sealed copy of the first Dark Knight that someone gave to me, and they're like, "Oh, I gotta watch this movie," and they gave it to me for Christmas. And I told them I was never watching it, and I was gonna mail it back to them in a decade, still sealed. It's
Which
been
one was
4
that?
years.
Batman Begins or The Dark Knight?
Dark Knight.
Okay.
Yep, he's got 6 more years.
Yeah. I'm almost halfway there though,
Almost.
so
No.
I'll be mailing that back.
I like the idea of Watchmen. I just didn't like the story itself.
Yeah, we're not getting into this.
Anyways,
You two can fight that on some sub show at some point. I'm sure it'll be a 13-hour discussion.
probably.
Also, fucking, you know how I've mentioned in the past that I learn a little something about buying a house every week because we've been going through the process.
Yes.
This week it's been how much it costs to fucking get shit turned on in your house. It's fucking
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous.
You've been
fucking
bitching about that
sucks.
for days.
God damn, I know. I've just been waiting until the podcast. God damn, I am calling the water. I don't know. I'm not gonna name the company, but the water company. I'm calling
The
them
water
back.
racket.
Yeah, the water racket. I'm calling them back on Monday. Or no, I'm going to call them. Our builder has to sign something saying we can put the water in our name. It's going to cost me $75 fucking dollars to get the water turned on in our house. And I am gonna fucking raise hell until someone either tells me that it's bullshit or gives me a legitimate reason that it's $75. And I want
What
like
is the
numbers.
reason?
There isn't one. They go beep boop bop. Yep, you have water. Give me
Yeah.
$75, asshole. You don't have anywhere else to go. If you pay $75, you don't have water. So I'm gonna fucking raise hell until somebody gives me an answer.
I mean, the meter should already be there, right?
Yeah.
So what the fuck is the $75
I
for?
don't know. Controller change.
It's for them to take.
No, it's too late.
It's for
No,
them to
it's
take
probably
a
been like
small
that
pair of
forever.
pliers and go
Mm-mm.
and turn it on.
Well, I don't know. I assume the 75 is for them to send the person out, and he looks at the meter. Yep, they got water, and then he gets back in his truck, and that's pretty much it.
Fuck that. Also, I gotta call and cancel that stupid, the pushy sales guy on the phone for the internet. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna send a technician out there. And I was like, yeah, I don't need that. I don't need a goddamn technician to walk out there, plug a DSL filter in, and then plug the router into that and be like, yep, that's your internet. I'm just gonna plug it up myself and save myself $35.
No, it pissed me off that he's like, oh, well, you might not have the right router because we switched blah, blah, blah. That was bullshit.
Yeah.
They gave us that router, what, a year ago?
Yeah, it was only a year ago.
Oh my god.
I don't know. It's been a headache. And that guy was like really pushy. And normally I'm just like, yeah, piss off. But I was just like, I had already been on the phone all day with other companies trying to set stuff up. And I was like, I'm not dealing with this.
The idea of you guys living together is very amusing.
Why?
It just sounds
It's
funny
been
as
done
shit.
before.
It has been done before. Many times.
We
Thousands
should
of times.
film more this time. Put it on the internet.
It'll be mostly you pissing Josh off.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's going to be fucking hysterical.
Ah, Jesus. That's not gonna be fun.
I ordered a breathalyzer this week. It'll be here sometime.
Oh yeah, you're
I ordered it
so
last week.
excited about that.
I am really excited. I'm going to test it. When it comes in, I'm going to go buy a 6-pack of beer and test it.
Oh, yeah, I ordered some of the network equipment
Oh, okay.
because couldn't pass it up. They were having a good deal
Oh,
last
really?
night on Amazon for TP-Link switches.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was just gonna get an 8-port, but they had the 16-port for like $10 more. I'm like, gotta
Why
get
do
it.
You want a 16 port? What, to put in the basement for all of our networking stuff?
Yeah, because
okay.
with the 8-port, we'll have just enough for everything upstairs. But if you want a
Yeah.
computer downstairs, there's
Yeah.
that extra port. Like,
I
yeah,
would just-
might as well.
I
who
would
cares?
just daisy chain routers at that point.
Yeah. This way it'll look better.
It'll look better. Like anyone's ever gonna see it.
Me. I'll know, and I'll be able to sleep.
You'll be staying up at night.
I'm glad.
It would bother the
So is that
fuck
gonna
out of me.
be here in time?
Yeah, it'll be here on Thursday.
Okay, so we'll be able to walk into the house on Friday and plug everything up and have internet.
No,
Why not?
because I don't know what they're doing. I
What
don't
do you
know
mean?
if they're putting in the ports in each room. If they are, then yeah, sure.
Yeah, they put the ports in.
Are you sure?
When we went there, the ports were on the wall, dude.
No.
Were they just
the
hanging out of
duplexes
the
were
bedroom
in the
walls?
wall?
What?
with naked wires in them,
Oh.
but the jacks
I
weren't in
assumed
there.
they were gonna wire those because that was what we paid for.
Well,
But anyway, enough house talk. I think we've run over on time. So, thanks if you made it all the way to the end. You can look us up on Twitter with the handle @NadsNation, which pisses me off. I keep looking at that goddamn fucking asshole that's holding on to Nerd
that
After
fucker
Dark.
will never give that up.
God damn it. Some fucking asshole in Denmark is holding on to my tag. It hasn't been on Twitter in 5 years.
Jesus Christ.
5.5.
They don't recycle that after like 5 fucking years?
I've looked up forums and stuff before on it, and they're like, yeah, you can't really tell if they're an active user and stuff like that. And I'm just like, they're not an active user. But as soon as I trademark it, I'm going to go after it and be like, I need that because it's mine, and I actively have to pursue it because it's my name.
Yeah, I would. Especially if that fucker's not even using it.
Yeah. Well, I'm forced to by law if I trademark the company.
Oh.
So, yeah, one of the perks or drawbacks of having a trademark is that you have to actively pursue anyone who has anything that could be mistaken for your trademark.
That sounds awful. Tedious. Exhausting.
It can be. That's what you pay for lawyers for, though. And I'm sure
Lawyers
they're-
also sound very expensive.
I mean, most of the time you just send a cease and desist letter and they stop because no one
Oh.
really wants to get sued.
Send them a letter that just says no.
No reason for
no
it.
What?
Just
You
no.
fucking know.
But if you have any ideas for topics you want us to talk about, send those to nadsnation@gmail.com. That email is really lonely because it only gets spam and congratulations you uploaded a YouTube video emails. So
How the fuck
it's lonely.
does that email address have spam?
It's just promotional shit from Google.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, if you're getting like Viagra, $5.
No.
Yeah.
But so if you want to get in contact with us, that's how you do it. We'll be back, not in this location, but still podcasting next week. And, that's about it. So hopefully it will be all of us again next week. Silence.
Oh, yeah. See ya,
Bye.
fuckers.